Hello students, today we will start with chemistry first chapter, chemical reactions and equations. Now what is chemical reaction? Chemical reaction is a process in which new substances with new properties are formed. So students, chemical reactions is a process in which new substances are formed. And what kind of new substances? New substances with new properties. For example, when hydrogen and oxygen react, they form water. This is the reaction of hydrogen and oxygen. They react to form the water. And this water is a new substance which is different from the hydrogen and oxygen, as well as the properties of water are different from properties of hydrogen and properties of oxygen. So in this chemical reaction, water is a new substance and its properties are different from hydrogen and oxygen. So water is new substance and its properties are different from hydrogen and oxygen. So students, I think definition of chemical reaction is clear. Chemical reaction is a process in which new substances with new properties are formed. Now, in this reaction, there are two things. One is reactants and second is products. What are reactants? Substances which take part in chemical reaction are known as reactants. For example, in the above reaction, H2 and O2 are reactants. So the substances which take part or which combine to form the new substances, those substances are known as reactants. So this hydrogen and oxygen are reactants. But then what are products? New substances formed by chemical reaction are known as products. So water is the product in the above mentioned chemical reaction. So in this reaction, water is the product because it is formed by the combination of hydrogen and oxygen. So as water is the new product formed, so it is product. Now, what are the examples of chemical reactions in our day-to-day life? Cooking of food, digestion of food, rusting of iron. These are some of the examples from our day-to-day life which represent the chemical reactions. During cooking of food, various ingredients of the food like proteins, starch, cellulose, they all are broken down, and the bonds between these ingredients are broken down that lead to the softening of the food, and the food becomes easily chewable and digestible. Second, digestion of food. When we have food, the complex particles of the food, carbohydrates, proteins, fats, they are all broken down into smaller, simpler substances like glucose, amino acids, and that is also a chemical reaction. And similarly, in rusting of iron, as I have shown in this image, iron when exposed to air and moisture, oxides of iron are formed, which is known as rust. So rusting of iron is also known as chemical reaction. Now, when the chemical reaction takes place, what changes in that reaction occurs? When a chemical reaction takes place, there are four changes. Any one or more of the following changes may occur during a chemical reaction. So I have mentioned here four changes. First is change in state, second is change in color, and third is change in evolution of gas, and fourth one is change in temperature. So any one or more of these changes may take place during a chemical reaction. First is change in state. A clean magnesium ribbon when burnt in air using a spirit lamp. Students, if you burn a magnesium ribbon in air using a spirit lamp, it is converted into magnesium oxide. So this magnesium is converted into magnesium oxide, which can be collected in the form of ash in a watch glass. This is watch glass. So the ash of this magnesium ribbon is collected in this watch glass, and in this activity oxygen which was in gaseous state in the air is converted into magnesium oxide. So students, this magnesium reacts with oxygen from the air and forms the magnesium oxide. And you see, oxygen which was in gaseous state in the air is converted into solid state. So the state of oxygen gas from gas to solid has changed. So this was the example where change in state of the reactant occurs. Now second change is change in color. When potassium iodide solution is added to lead nitrate solution, this is lead nitrate solution, and we are adding this colorless potassium iodide solution, as both the solutions are colorless. When we add this potassium iodide solution, a yellow colored precipitate is formed. This yellow colored precipitate is obtained, and this yellow colored precipitate is of lead iodide. So this is the reaction of lead nitrate with potassium iodide, formation of potassium nitrate and lead iodide, and this lead iodide is of yellow color. So this is an example of change in color. Now students, third change which can occur in a chemical reaction is evolution of gas. For this we can do an activity where we can take some zinc granules in a conical flask or test tube. Suppose this is the test tube and we have taken some zinc granules in this test tube, and we add dilute hydrochloric acid in this test tube, and when this zinc will react with dilute hydrochloric acid, that will form zinc chloride and hydrogen gas, and this hydrogen gas is evolved and passes through this delivery tube into the soap water, and from this soap water soap bubbles filled with hydrogen gas are evaporated, and where if we take a burning candle, so these soap bubbles will burn with a pop sound, which shows that these soap bubbles are filled with hydrogen gas. So students, this is an example of evolution of gas where we have shown how the hydrogen gas is evolved by the reaction of zinc with hydrochloric acid. Next, change in temperature. And in this reaction, if we touch this test tube before adding the hydrochloric acid and we touch the test tube after adding the hydrochloric acid, we will see that the temperature of test tube has raised, and this is because of release of energy during this reaction, as the reaction involves release of energy which raises the temperature of the test tube, which can be felt by touching. So students, by the reaction of zinc with hydrochloric acid, we can show that the temperature of the test tube is raised. So these four changes can occur during a chemical reaction. So students, this was for today, and in our next class we will take next topic, and if you have any doubts you can mention in the comment section. We will answer you as much as possible, and if you want notes you can download from the description box. Thank you.